NHL Nightly with your host, the sportsman, a.k.a. Pierre Lebowski, a.k.a. Jeremiah Maxwell. And with him, as always, maybe Pearlo, Wisdom, and Rico in Barry.
Hey, I'm Beard. With me, as always, is Rico and Barry. How's it going, Rico? Did you have a good Christmas?
Yeah, buddy, it was a bit of a drive to Ottawa, then went and saw a Sens Pens game and a bit of a drive home through some crazy fog, but made it. And yeah, it was good. Good to see the in-laws side of the family, spend Christmas with them.
Sweet, man. Merry Christmas, everybody. Hope you had a good one. Mine was uneventful. We just watched shows, Next Level Chef, stuff like that. No hockey to watch, so football. Detroit just tied it up 2-2. I've got all the scores up to date. If you're just joining us, I do think I made a mistake on one. That St. Louis, that game is in the third period. So, and they have a 2-1 lead there. Appreciate everybody joining us. Tonight is the first night we'll be able to chat with people from Twitter. And there's our first Twitter comment. It's from my wife. It says Rangers. And I put up the old Caps and the Rangers jersey. The Caps got worked by the Rangers tonight. Not a great night for them. Great night for the Rangers at home. Caps start the scoring with Anthony Mantha and then 5 unanswered from the Rangers. Couple from Keandre Miller. I did say the Rangers are a different team without Keandre Miller in there. I know your Leafs lost. They were up 2-0. They should have been up 4-0. They looked so good in the first. Everybody humming at the Scotiabank Arena there, and they just laid an egg, huh? That is so cool that you can chat with people from Twitter, man. That is just great. Woot woot. Thank you for testing it for me, Steph. Hopefully you can see my comments back. Avalanche just scored to make it 2-0. What are some of the bets you got going on tonight, Rico?
I took someone to Leafs. I took Austin Matthews to get a couple points. I thought I was on my way there when he shot that puck off. Turned out to be off a Nye's skate, so Nye's ended up getting a goal. So I was like, geez, this is...
Dude, Matthews had a great A chance right there at the end when it would have been a nothingless goal, but he was like, oh my God, I couldn't believe he missed the shot there.
Yeah.
Gabby said, here, I'll let our French correspondent, Rico.
Les Sénateurs d'Ottawa may be back.
Yeah. Gabby, they look good in the second half. I loved Kachuk with the empty net kind of giving it to the crowd. Pretty fun. Hey, Daniel Barry, Sports Highlights. Appreciate you, man.
C'était le point 300 pour Brady Kachuk à soir.
Oh, my God. It's 4-2 Wild all of a sudden. Sorry. Ooh. Oh, my goodness. Thank you. Oh my goodness, 4-2 Wild. Oh man, I'm a little nervous if I'm Detroit fan. I don't know if Salty's in here, but yeah, Gabby, man, that's a big win. The Senators have to win like 80% of their games, man, to get back into this. They got to go on a nice big run and hope everybody in front of them falls apart. That was Marcus Foligno's 5th goal to make it 4-2. Wild. Sorry for not having the score up to date on that one, guys, because that was 2-2, and all of a sudden it's 4-2. Detroit had made it even, and Patrick Kane's been on fire. Also, Colorado. I said Colorado was up 2-0. That goal was scored by Jonathan Drouin. Jonathan Drouin's 5th of the year. Mikko Rantanen's 18th for the first goal for Colorado. And Jonathan Drouin. All right, let's do this. Yeah, sorry you missed us on Saturday or Friday. I know you were racing to get there, but we did what we could do in it, and it was like, oh, it's probably a good time to end the show. And Pearlo was going to eat dinner, and I was like, no, man, I needed to eat too. So I was like, Rico, I didn't want you to rush, so no big deal there. Oh, Andrew, are you a Leafs fan? I forget, man. We got so many. The Boo and the Boa seldom disappoint. The Boo, the Battle of Ontario, and the Battle of Alberta. I love those matchups. I think they're great matchups. I'm always excited when those teams play. I always feel like you're going to get a good game. And boy, it looked like the Leafs were going to just straight dominate at the beginning of that game. And they did not. So, hey, we have our man Pearlo here. Let's get him in. Andrew wants to know how everybody's Christmas was. We talked about it at the beginning of the show a little bit, Andrew, but Pearlo, how was your Christmas?
Great, man. Awesome Christmas. I convinced the little lady to not go to all the parties this year. So we had a nice, quiet Christmas, and that's the way I like it. It was great. Next year though, that'll be the only year probably for another decade that happens. But we did do it. We had a nice, quiet Christmas this year.
Cool, man. Cool. Yeah, that was ours too. I mean, we just chilled on the couch and watched TV shows and stuff. So
cool.
Yeah, we didn't get each other's Christmas gifts, but I did get. What did I get? I did get this. It's a Sports Beard, the Sports Beard Funko Pop. I don't know if you can see it there.
Oh my gosh!
With a little dog. Little Funko Pop.
That's hilarious.
So I didn't get that. That's pretty cool. Yeah, that was a fun time. So Pearlo, I saw you tweeted out that you had the in-game bet of the Devils to come back against the Jackets. They did just that. That Luke Hughes goal was ridiculous. Yeah, it's supposed to look like me, Andrew. It's me. It's supposed to be me. Yeah, so that was cool. By the way, again, Pearlo, don't know if you saw in the DMs, but we can now get comments from Twitter because look.
Cool.
Look on the screen.
I gotta share this out then.
Yeah, share out the stream. I'll do the same and let's see here. Ooh, is this playing? Let's see. Yep, we're live. Let me share this out to everybody. Why don't you guys talk about any other live bets you have while I'm sharing this out?
Well, I haven't put any live bets in as of yet.
Or any of these late game bets.
But besides the one you saw, did Minnesota just score?
They're up 4-2.
Wow. Good.
Are they up 5-2?
Rossi scored. No, that's good. Okay, that's good.
Yeah, Rossi. Oh, it's 5-2. Marcus Johansson just made it 5-2.
Nice. Okay. I didn't have anything on the total there, but probably should have.
Love Carolina tonight. Carolina at Nashville.
Yeah, I like Carolina. I didn't love them enough, but I have them, yeah. My big thing is later games here. I got LA team total over with San Jose.
I did.
But so we'll put some live bets in as we're going here.
Yeah, it's the battle of the backups, I think, with LA and San Jose tonight. I think Rittich is starting.
Yeah, Rittich. I mean, you got to figure the Ducks are going to come out hard, at home after the break. You would think. It's been a pretty back and forth night for me though. I had the over with the Dallas St. Louis game, and that doesn't look like it's going to come in. Lots of shots, but I didn't think
2-1. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't think Hofer was
59
going to
shots.
Lots of shots, but not getting
Oh, I think the Red Wings just scored to make it 5-3. Daniel Sprong. Doug says, you guys, the Minnesota Wild are the wackiest team as far as when it comes when they score at home, they absolutely rally. Yep, well, they're rallying tonight, that's for sure.
I had them to win in regulation at plus money, so that was good. But where are we? Here we go.
Hey, leave a like and subscribe. Share the stream.
Yeah, share it out there. I'm going to share it out right now.
At some point, I'd like to try to be live on Instagram too. I got to figure that out. But we'll be that'd be 4 platforms. That's pretty good. We don't get much heat from Twitch, but we've had some comments from time to time, and I'm excited. There's a lot of games. I mean, 14 games to have no hockey for 3 days and then just 14 games. I was not shocked to see Edmonton Oilers ain't playing though, huh? Boy, they got a cake schedule this year.
Yeah, there was some nice jerseys too tonight. Buffalo was wearing the old Pominville and Pekka era jerseys.
Yeah, they call that.
That was cool.
Yeah, and Minnesota was wearing their green ones, the North Stars.
Yeah, I like the Subway ones.
Yeah,
it looks a little bit like.
Can we start having some rumblings here that Granado is going to should be let go? Like
this is probably the next one.
I've heard Lindy Ruff's name come up more in the rumor mills than Granado, just because I think a lot of people feel like the Devils are maybe one of the most underachieving teams. Dude, they had to come back 3 times and then win in overtime against the Blue Jackets tonight, guys. And if Kent Johnson gets that stick on his puck and doesn't turn it over, the Blue Jackets might win that in overtime.
Yeah. I think this is okay. This is the first year that everybody knew how good New Jersey was, so they were all out to get them this year. So we'll see what they do for the rest of the year. But
they need a defenseman.
Jersey.
And that's the thing. They definitely need a goaltender more than a defenseman.
Yeah, they need a goaltender.
Yeah, I would agree with you there for sure.
I haven't been able to keep up with it. Every time I look, it's changing the score. Every time I look, it's changing the score. Let me see. Go back to the NHL.
I'm like really surprised this St. Louis Dallas game doesn't have more goals.
We have 60 shots on goal between the two teams, 32 by Dallas.
And you got 2 backups in net, and that's hockey, right?
And it's 2-1. Yeah. I'll tell you what, though, a good 2-1 game to me is sometimes more exciting than a 6-5.
Oh yeah, I like it. It's just when I don't bet it.
Sometimes.
Yeah. Oh, you can get the boring 2-1 games. Yeah.
Let's I'll just shoot through this. Oh, Avalanche are up 3-0 now. The third goal was scored by Logan O'Connor, his 5th of the year. Jets and Blackhawks are now tied thanks to Barron. Boy, what a nice pickup. Boy, Cheveldayoff could be Logan.
Cheveldayoff could be GM of the year for sure. GM of the year for sure.
Logan's
probably the best top line in hockey right now with Viardi and Ehlers and Scheifele. When Connor went down, Viardi just slid right into that line seamlessly, man. Like, what a move to bring him over in the Pierre-Luc Dubois deal.
That trade is working out better for the Jets than it is for the Kings. And I'm not saying PLD is bad for the Kings. He's playing third line center. He's not getting a ton of minutes because Kopitar and Deneau are so much better than him. So, and he just isn't going to play up. But we also have to remember he's like 24 years old. So, like, it's not that big a deal.
I honestly, I'm not going to – it's hard for me to argue with McClellan because he's an amazing coach. But I would really have Deneau on the third line and give because PLPD is not a good defensive player. Like if you got him,
PLPD.
he's a pure offensive aggressive player. He should be playing in the top 6. But I think he's doing that to get him to be a better defensive player. I think that's
By the
whole
way, the
point.
Ducks are up 1-0 on the
Yeah.
Vegas Golden Knights, and the Sharks and Kings are 6 minutes underway. I don't even have that game on. I'm waiting for one of these other games to end. Logan was talking a little bit. I don't know if you guys saw that Sergei Bobrovsky save on Braden Point. What a save. Basically, a breakaway robbed him. Unbelievable. Bob looked good. I don't know if he stole it. It was 2-0 Panthers for most of that game, and then they kind of got lucky with the goal where Nico Mikula kicks the puck right on to freaking the worst player you could stick the puck to and Nikita Kucherov, and he gets his 4th goal. Let me fix something here. Sorry about that, guys. So that was kind of a crazy one. But always a good matchup when Florida and Tampa play, and I wasn't surprised to see Florida win. Looks like the Wild are on the power play, minute left to go in that. Real quick, just to recap the scores. These are the games that are live for all you guys that are joining us. Appreciate you so much. We have the Red Wings Wild 9:27 left in the third. It is 5-3 Wild. We have the Hurricanes up 5-2 against the Preds in Nashville. 12:34 in the third left. We have the Blues up 2-1 in St. Louis against the Dallas Stars. 8:20 left to go in that. We have the Colorado Avalanche up 3-0 on the Coyotes. That's only 10 minutes left in the second. The Jets and Blackhawks are all tied 1-1 with 11:22 to go in the second. The Kraken and Flames are tied 1-1 in the first intermission. The Ducks are up 1-0 with 13:51 to go in the first. And the Sharks and Kings are underway. It's 0-0, 13:55 left to go in that game. The games that are final. Blue Jackets losing overtime to the Devils in New Jersey 3-4. I should have said Devils win at home 4-3 in OT. Rangers at home beat the Capitals 5-1. Panthers win 3-2 in Tampa. The Senators beat the Leafs on home ice in Toronto. The Bruins win 4-1 against the Sabres. Penguins win 7-0. They put a touchdown up against the Islanders. Really surprised with that one. Had Sorokin in net. Just super shocked. It was 0-0 after the first. Just crazy. And
you might as well crumple up your bets on Sorokin preseason, picking him for the Vezina. You might as well just throw that bet right in the garbage.
You never know. You never know, man. I mean, the Islanders are still second in the Metro. I mean, it's going to be interesting. So.
I think they're going to fall off in the second half. I've mentioned that before.
Today is the last day of the trade freeze. Do we see any moves tomorrow, guys?
I don't think tomorrow, no. Not tomorrow, but.
Do we see any moves before the end of the year?
Oh, yeah. Tons.
Before the 31st? In the next
before the end of the year, yeah, right.
You caught him there. You
caught me. You got me. It's possible, I guess. There should be some teams getting desperate here pretty quick. So it depends on how much they believe in themselves. Like, do the Penguins actually believe in themselves? If they do, they're going to be buyers pretty quick, I would imagine.
How are they going to buy? They don't have any cap space.
Yeah, well, they're going to have to give up something to get something, but
what do they have to trade? They have no talent. They don't have their first round pick. They have nothing in their minor league system that anybody wants. I've heard. Nothing against Penguins fans. It's another one of those things. It's like Toronto. What do you got to give? You're going to trade Nick Robertson? Okay. I mean, but we all kind of know what he is. I mean, who are you going to trade? I hear Leafs need to get. Yeah, well, what do you got to trade?
Just wait till after the World Juniors are done. The captain for Team Canada happens to be a Leafs prospect called Fraser Minton. That guy could definitely.
Yeah,
fetch
I don't
some
think that's
earlies.
going to help too much. It's going to turn the
No,
needle
yeah,
too much.
that's it though, Rico. Okay, yes.
I know, but you said nothing, so he is something.
No, I'm not saying. I was saying.
Oh, I see. To trade Minton, they would trade Minton. Is that what you're
What are
saying?
you?
I don't know if they would, but I'm saying that if they had to go out and make a move and it was about going all in and they need to get a top end defenseman, they could probably package him up with maybe another future first or something.
Their goalie too. I like their goalie, and they're not going to trade him though, right?
The guy in the
No.
minors, no, there's no way they're trading.
The guy
him.
that's playing for the Marlins.
That guy's having a rocking year. What's his name? The heck's his name? Hillaby or something like
Yeah,
that.
thank you, Pearlo. Hillaby.
Yeah,
But
Hillaby.
Rico,
Yeah.
what do you want in the Leafs? You want Tanev or Hannafin or one of them guys, right?
Yeah, I mean,
That's what you
a
want.
right hand shot would be ideal. Like they're just too left-handed heavy, and you're playing Liljegren out there with the net empty because he's a right shot defenseman.
Rick says Leafs were beat bad by bounces, nothing else. They're only 2 points out of first tonight in our division. Yeah, Rick, we're not saying the Leafs are terrible, but we know they want to trade for some players. So we're just talking about trades right now, and I'm saying
their current cap space is 1.6 million.
But you gotta look at their LTIR because they have like 4 or 5 now with what's his name, right? With the defense. Klingberg, yeah. So they're gonna have
Klingberg.
Yeah, you gotta look at their LTIR cap space. Here, I can get it. I can look it up. Let's just okay. So we know the Leafs want to make a move, but the problem is everybody else knows they want to make a move too, right? So, yeah. So if you look at the current cap space, it says they have 1.64 million, but the deadline caps. Well, I guess that is the deadline cap space. I thought they would have LTIRs. Oh, projected LTIR space 13 million. Oh, that's.
And I wonder what kind of relationship Brad Treliving has with the Calgary Flames organization too. I wonder if they just said low key, just cut that guy off, don't give him anything, or I mean, business is business at the end of the day.
Yeah, Andrew, I feel bad for Kim. She's not happy tonight. Let me see. Let me show you poor Kim here. Let me show you. We're gonna have Kim on. I gotta touch base with her. But this is Kim at the game tonight. She's not enjoying the 7-0 beatdown that they gave that they got. Yeah, I agree. We love Kim here. We're big Isles girl. Kim in the crease. Check out Kim in the crease. Yeah. So Reeves they've got on IR, so he could be done too. Joseph Wall's going to come back, right? I mean, we expect him back in like February. The Leafs need goaltending right now too.
Reeves is going to be back, and he'll just mysteriously appear in the playoffs when needed.
So Easton Cowan is a guy I could see them trading, right? Maybe.
First round pick.
I wouldn't.
The guy that was sitting at the very last row at the top of the arena, and everybody was wondering why the Leafs picked this guy because he was way down on the projection.
He played for the London Knights, though, right?
Yeah. Smaller guy, little guy,
Yeah.
but he's playing in the World Juniors. We'll see him and Minton play for Canada.
And Fraser Minton. Okay, Fraser Minton is a 19. They both got a lot. They both have 3 years left on their deals. So, Ty Voigt, Topi Niemela, that's a guy I could see them maybe trading, but he's a right shot D. Why don't you bring him up? You know, why don't you try him out? I'd rather see
They
him.
They would know if he was ready or not.
Well, I'm saying he's on
Just
his
know
ELC too, right? So they can send him up and bring him down as much as they want, you know? So, like the next
I imagine if they figured he was ready to go, or if he was good enough, he'd be up, but they don't think he is.
I mean, I'd give him a tryout over Connor Timmins or whatever. You know what? The thing with Timmins, I feel bad for him. He started off looking really good too, and
he's still really good. I don't know why they don't play Timmins. I don't know what
they are
he
playing
did
him. They playing him. They're playing him now. He got injured, Pearlo. He got hurt, and he was out.
He had a great preseason. Like in preseason, he looked great. Then he got hurt, and then he came back from injury after a long layoff, and he's just been making little bonehead mistakes once in a while because he pushes the envelope a little bit back there. But I mean, you got Lagesson and Benoit and Liljegren, and I mean the depth does drop off in the second and third pairing a little bit for the Leafs. It's a right-handed shot that they need, just a little bit more stability there. Somebody that can play the power play on that side. I mean, Klingberg was ideally it, but unfortunately that didn't work out.
Yeah, it didn't work out. What now? What's 2-0?
Anaheim's up 2-0.
Oh, good God. Really? Okay, I don't even have that game on because I was waiting for 3 minutes and 57 seconds left to go in the St. Louis, Detroit, or Dallas game. Isn't that Red Wings game? That's got to be close to being over too. So yeah. I don't even have those late games on.
Thing is, you know what the problem with Vegas tonight is? They're at home tomorrow night against LA. I don't think their heads in the game here at Anaheim tonight.
Well, this would be a bad loss. Does Anaheim what?
Who scored? I don't know if this was LA scored, but I don't know if this is like. Oh no, this is just it's in first intermission. Never mind. Carry on. Forget that I said that. But it looked like.
Yeah, watch out for San Jose in this game because LA and Vegas are playing each other tomorrow night. So.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I just like the over in this game. I think Vegas will wake up and like they don't want to be embarrassed by Anaheim. So I think they'll wake up in the second and start potting a few. But
Nathan McKinnon for Colorado just made it 4-0. So
how about this? How about Nathan McKinnon maybe for the Hart Trophy this year?
The Sharks just scored. Zetterlund, his 10th of the goal.
Oh wow!
I'll tell you right now. I think Kucherov has a really good chance to win it. Ducks just scored again.
It's 3-0.
3-0.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Wow, dude. Thank God Jay's not panicking about the and that Red Wings Wild game is 6-3. Kraken are 4-0-2 in their last 6 games. That's good. Flames are 8-1 against the Seattle all-time. Kind of good that Vegas is in a little bit of a slide here, maybe. So the Kraken and Vegas have a nice little Winter Classic. Did you get to see the Winter Classic jersey, Rico?
Yeah, those look pretty sick.
Did you see it?
Yeah.
This one?
Yeah. Yeah, they're sweet, man. I like the Krakens a little more than the Knights one, but they're both sweet.
I look forward to seeing the Knights one in person. I mean, on TV because I'm not going to the game. I thought I should have gone to the game. It's like easy as hell for me to go to Seattle.
4-0.
4-0 Anaheim. Wow. So your goal scorers for Anaheim are Brett Leeson, former Capital, Jamie Drysdale, first of the year, Frank Vetrano, his 16th, and
did they have Thompson in or the kid?
Yeah, Logan Thompson, I think, playing tonight.
Yeah, Thompson is horrible this year. Really.
Well, nobody had Vegas losing to Anaheim on the road in their thing.
Oh yeah,
I'm telling you,
people did it.
Watch out for LA tonight too, man. LA and Vegas tomorrow night.
Lots of people had Anaheim to win tonight.
Well, LA's losing 1-0, so
yeah. I just had the over in this game. It's my best bet of the night, so it's looking good.
The over in the Vegas Ducks game?
Ducks in Vegas, yeah. That was
do we know do the Ducks have do they have this Swiss kid back. It's a nasty.
No,
Why?
Carlson, no. But they did
No,
get.
no, no,
They
no,
did
not
get.
Carlson. Not Carlson. He's not Swiss. He's Swedish.
Oh, Swedish. Okay,
The
Swedish.
center, the center guy. He has the same last name as the guy who played for Edmonton forever. But it's starts with an M. Why I can't?
Mitinyukov? No, he's
No.
Russian.
Okay, Pearlo, who's the great Edmonton Oiler that had the last name Mitinyukov?
No, well, I know, but I just
What the fuck, man? No,
I didn't
this
hear
guy,
that part. I was.
the curly-haired guy that fucking killed somebody in Boston with drunk driving.
Oh yeah, I did have him back. Oh yeah, you're talking about Zegras? No, because there was no Zegras in the Oilers thing. So I don't know who you're talking about.
Not Mason McTavish.
McTavish, thank
Yeah,
you. Fucking McTavish. Is McTavish back healthy?
He's not Swiss. He's not Swiss.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
He's Canadian.
No, he ain't.
Yeah, he is. He might have been
No,
born in
he's not.
Switzerland. Okay.
No,
He's-
he's not
oh.
Canadian.
Dude, it says he's from Zurich. CH.
Originally, yeah.
Yeah, that would be Swiss, you jackass.
Well, what's CHE?
But
Why does it say CHE? What's that abbreviation for? I know Zurich's in
But
Switzerland, but it says
he
Zurich
considers
CHE.
himself Canadian.
He's not Canadian.
He considers himself Canadian, and before you mentioned him, I already said he's in tonight.
But that's where he was
Yeah, he's
born,
not
in
just
Switzerland.
He's got 2 assists
Do
tonight.
you know why he has the same last name as that guy in Edmonton?
It's not
Because
spelled
it's
the
his
same.
son.
No, it's not
It's
his son. It's not
McTavish's
even
son.
spelled. What?
That's McTavish's son. He was
No,
born in
it's-
Switzerland because McTavish went and played in Europe at the end of his career.
It's not even
It's
spelled the
McTavish.
same.
That is McTavish's son.
It's not even spelled
it?
the same. No, it's not spelled the
Yeah, it
same.
is.
No, Craig McTavish is MAC, isn't it? If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But
Yeah, and if that was Craig McTavish's son, he wouldn't be wearing a helmet on the ice.
okay, Craig McTavish is spelled Craig CRMACTAVISH. I know this is right because I looked into this a long time ago. He's not Craig McTavish's son. You are 1,000,000% wrong. That is, yes, thank you, Andrew. That is not correct. He's not Craig McTavish's son. It's not even spelled the same. Craig McTavish is MACTIVSH. His is MCTAVISH, not MAC. It's not the same. They're
So
not
maybe
the
he
same.
dropped the A when he left Switzerland.
Yeah, he's from Zurich, Switzerland. And he's not Canadian.
Whether you consider yourself
can
Canadian or
play
not,
in NHL.
where you're from is where you came out of the vagina. That's where you're from. But you can say
His
you're
dad
Canadian
was
or
Dale
not.
McTavish, MCTAVISH, who was a professional hockey player.
Dale
This is right.
McTavish. That's who it was.
Yeah, but that's
That's
not
who it
even
was.
spelled the
Dale
same. Not
McTavish.
related to Craig McTavish or anything. Not spelled the same or anything. Craig McTavish is MACTAVISH. This is MC. Yeah. So you are not correct, man.
Craig McTavish is a former center one.
Yeah. Dale and
Nathan
Craig,
McTavish.
not related. Different McTavish. Probably not even from the same fucking country because the MAC, isn't that like the difference between Scottish and Irish? Isn't Irish like the MC and Scottish is the MAC? I don't know. You're the Scottish guy.
No, McTavish sounds more Irish, but could be Scottish. He was born in. He was okay. That you're right. It was Dale McTavish. He was born.
I'm reading it right from the fucking Anaheim Ducks website on
So
NHL.com. I know I'm fucking right.
His father was Canadian and played in Europe, but he considers himself Canadian. If he were to go like right now, if Canada in the Olympics, he took him, he would go play for Canada.
He played for Canada. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
He said it says he played for Canada in the World Juniors. So that is.
Yeah.
makes sense there. But he was
Did you
born
know
in
that Craig
Switzerland.
McTavish was drafted by Boston?
Yeah, he played. That's where he got in the car accident.
Car
Oh.
accident. Yeah.
Colorado 4-1. The Arizona Coyotes got on the board, I believe, Nick Bugstad. Let me go back to the scores.
Bugstad got it.
Yeah, I made that mistake a long time ago and thought he was related to and they're not related.
It sounded pretty convincing that Craig McTavish went to Switzerland and knocked somebody up and had a kid there.
That did sound like that. I could have swore he went to Europe after he.
Well, I'm sure he played in Europe. He played a long time. Okay. I'm like, yeah, but that kid is good. They need him back, that's for sure.
Oh yeah.
Moral of the story of that whole fucking rabbit hole we fell down. I cannot believe they're just owning Vegas. You can tell how big that guy is back in their lineup. I think you're going to start seeing these younger teams start coming on a little bit too, man.
Well, I think it has a lot to do with, I've seen some of the goals. Thompson has looked really, really bad. Like, he doesn't look good at all.
I'm not even going to put that game on until, are we a final? Oh, we are final on the, okay. So we are, okay, let me go through the finals again. Blue Jackets lose to Devils in New Jersey 4-3 overtime. Capitals lose 5-1 to the Rangers in New York. Lightning win 3-2 in Tampa. Senators beat the Leafs 4-2. Bruins win 4-1 in Buffalo. Penguins beat the Islanders on the island 7-0. The Red Wings lose to the Wild 6-3. That is final. That is the first final I'm updating. Carolina and the Predators. There's 2 minutes left to go. MP Gun, I've not watched 1 second of that game tonight, guys. Sorry, I apologize. There were just too many games on. The Preds have 37 shots on goal. So Carolina getting some goaltending. Kochetkov is the guy there, man. I mean, that's just got to be the deal. They need him to be the guy. St. Louis beats Dallas 2-1. That's the final. That's an incredible. Actually, like the Sharks broadcast.
I'm really surprised that didn't go over.
Yeah. I know Pearlo hates the Blues. He doesn't think they're going to be any good, and you know that is. I
don't hate the Blues, but I don't think they're going to be able to continue this. I don't think so. Who knows?
Okay. Winnipeg, Chicago. That is going into the third. That's still man, I got to give Chicago a lot of credits because tonight you think they get blown out. In the second period, we have still Seattle and Calgary 1-1, and Vegas, I cannot believe, is down 4-0. That is still in the first. And LA is losing 1-0 to the Sharks. That is also still in the first. Okay. All the scores are updated. Bruce Boudreau is Team Canada's coach for the Spangler.
No way. That's
for
wicked.
For the Spangler Cup, I saw that, yeah.
Oh, that's wicked, man. Good for him. He'd be a fun guy to have over there.
Bruce, there it is. I love Bruce.
Oh, yeah.
Always be a big Bruce Boudreau fan.
Yeah.
Lots of live games. So, what are your remaining bets here? We have.
I need the Jets to win in regulation at least here.
Okay, wait. The Blackhawks start the third with a power play, 1:49.
They only have 11 shots on goal, so Mrazek is like freaking stopping everything.
The Jets have 26 in contrast to Chicago. But like I said, Chicago is a one-man team. Bedard is a beast. Tonight, his goal was incredible. He got a shot, rebound, score. Unbelievable. Okay, I think this is fine. We've gone final in the that, and I can pull up the final game of the night and get a little. Oh, God. ESPN is such garbage. ESPN. When the games start, you can update your app You have to leave the app to go back for games that have been on for an hour. It's ridiculous. I just don't understand it at all.
Oh yeah, I have the over in the Avalanche Coyotes game. That's right too. So that's good. But
You have what was the over in that? What was the starting over?
6.5. I need more goals yet, so I need a couple more there. I just can't see the Jets not. Yeah, can't see it. Did they have? They don't have a game right after this, do they? No, they wouldn't be playing hell of a.
Have you guys been able to watch any of the World Juniors? I have no ability to watch it.
Watch lots. I've been doing really well on World Juniors. Yeah, I've been watching all of it almost.
Okay.
I love World Juniors.
Pearlo's betting on Latvia live game team totals under and Canada team totals over live game. I see it today. My phone's buzzing. I'm like,
Latvia to not score a goal the whole game.
That's what it was. Yeah, Latvia under 0.5 goals.
Yeah, and they didn't score a goal the whole game.
That's the best.
Oh, you didn't see it?
Oh,
yeah.
Geez. Oh, man.
Yeah,
So who do you fellas think Devontae's was talking about when he called out his team? The guys just think they're playing well and they're actually not. Like who do you think he's calling out on that team?
That's Drouin all day.
Jonathan Drouin.
Jonathan Drouin all day.
Well, he got one tonight.
You got a goal tonight.
Yeah.
Hey,
and maybe Ryan Johansson maybe too.
Colorado needed to step it up because they have been looking like shit. And I am with it. Yeah, I'm with it.
Yeah. I love the World Juniors too, but I'm missing
4-0.
Still,
I'm just missing Canada and the US being in the same division and playing that New Year's Eve game, Canada against the US in the World Juniors. But they've been in opposite divisions the last couple of years, so they haven't been playing each other.
They played before the tournament game. The US won 6-5 in overtime.
But it's still New Year's Eve game, Canada, US.
Well, when is the final? They're going to be it's probably going to be those two in the finals, right? I mean, it will be maybe Sweden. Is Sweden in the same thing as everything I've heard, it's like US has got a pretty loaded team with that. The 7
US is loaded all the shit.
Huh?
US is loaded all the shit on paper for sure. They should destroy everybody in that tournament for sure.
We'll see.
Thing is, all Canada's good players are in the NHL.
Now?
That's the thing.
What about Canada?
I really like.
I said too bad all the Canadian and American players that are in the NHL can't go back to the World Juniors that are eligible.
Well, they can. Their team has to let them go.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be sick to see Bedard back there.
Well, Boston, they don't need to see him.
Poitras is going to be there for Canada. Poitras? Max Poitras?
Yeah,
Poitras there,
that goal. He's playing for Canada,
Yeah.
That was
the Americans on paper look the best, but from what I've been watching, Canada's attitude and the way they're approaching this tournament is the best. Like, they really look like a team that is not, they're not, like even against Norway today, they were going to beat the shit out of them. Like, they've got that kind of attitude.
It's Norway.
Yeah. Just give me a Canada-US final again and I'll be happy.
Yeah, but a lot of times a team will, like when they were playing Norway, they did not undervalue them at all the whole game. Like, I love that attitude where you don't undervalue your competition.
They're so much more talented than them. I just don't. And they win 10-0 or something.
Yeah. But what I mean is, like, usually a team will kind of float around and beat a team like that. Canada didn't do that. They were excited for every goal they scored, and that kind of attitude I like to see. I don't know. We'll see.
I don't think anybody would be shocked
I had U.S. winning all day, but from what I see from Canada right now, I'm not sure anymore.
Yeah, I kind of think it's a goddamn ridiculous to ever say Canada is the underdog. So they're not.
Oh, they are for sure the underdog on paper, for sure. That U.S. team is stacked, dude.
I think if there's ever a weakness with the U.S. team is maybe the goaltending. That's about it. Maybe the goaltending, they're not sure who's the number one. Somebody's got to take the net.
They've got 15 number one picks on the U.S. team.
And those guys play together too. They play together.
And they play
Will
together.
Smith, Ryan Leonard,
Pearlo.
The U.S. team should absolutely demolish all their competition. They should demolish them.
We'll see. I mean,
it's going to be fun to watch.
Sweden has got a hockey team. They're competitive. I saw a little bit of Canada versus Finland.
Right. They did have a hockey team. You're right. Sweden does have a hockey team. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I don't know though.
Yeah, we'll be live the rest of the week, Andrew. Thanks for stopping in. We'll be live. We could let's preview tomorrow's games. It's a whole whopping
3 games.
Yeah, give me 1 sec. I'll be right back.
Pearlo, I have it right in front of my face. There's 4 games.
No, okay, that's fine.
Well,
I quickly checked earlier. I thought it was 3.
Yeah, it's Canadians, Hurricanes, Flyers, Canucks, Kings, Golden Knights, Sharks, Oilers. Once again, the Oilers they played one back-to-back. They catch another team on a back-to-back. They've caught how many teams on back-to-backs, but have only played one.
Oh, yeah, but their second half schedule is awful, dude.
They have an easy.
This is the whole thing.
They have one of the easiest second half schedules in the NHL. They have
what are you talking about?
The Edmonton Oilers have one of the easiest second half schedules in the NHL record-wise. Teams they're playing. Look it up.
Like for what the record of the teams that they're playing?
Yeah. And if they ain't playing Friday, which they are not, they still have only played one back-to-back this year to date. So by the end of the year,
that's what I mean.
They're
going to have back-to-backs in the second.
Okay, so they play Saturday the Kings in LA. We'll see how that goes now. LA has not been good at home, so I won't hold my breath. That's an interesting one. Are they playing Sunday? Oh, they do. They have a back-to-back. Oh my God! Second of the year comes on the 31st of December. They play the Kings and the Ducks back-to-back, and then Monday there's only one game. The first, that's Golden Knights Kraken. That will be on TNT, 7 p.m. Eastern, and then 13 games on Tuesday. And I appreciate the NHL only putting one game on there. So we'll preview those Saturday, Sunday games on the Friday's edition of NHL Nightly. Gosh dang, I wish Rico hadn't jetted because I would like to get to these 4 games and we can call it a night and finish watching the rest of the hockey games because there's still 5 live games. Oh, he's back. Okay. Here we go. Rico, we have you back, buddy. Tomorrow's games. If you guys have different over-unders or different spreads, let me know. I just for the bettors in Canada, because I know it's I know it's a little different. Tomorrow I have the Montreal Canadiens versus the Carolina Hurricanes in Carolina. Habs did not play today either, I believe. Carolina, obviously, they played in Nashville. I have the Canadians are a plus 215 road dog. The over-under is 6.5. Who do you guys like?
Montreal's going to go through a tough stretch here. They got to go to Carolina, and then they got to go to Florida. They like to play the Panthers and the Lightning. Then they go to Dallas. Then they're finally back home. So it's going to be a little bit of a tough road trip. I think Carolina gets it going in the second half. Brendan Moore's got them playing. I love them tonight in Nashville, back to back or not. I think the Canes are going to take care of Montreal at home.
Yeah, I would take the Canes too, but I'd also take the under because I don't think they're going to beat up Montreal. I think they're going to get up and then hold it down because they got Toronto in 2 more days. So, they're going to try to make it. So I get up in the first period and then they don't really have to worry about Montreal as far as firepower is concerned. But
yeah,
I mean, Montreal at home though is, they're always a little bit of a handful. So you never know. But that's what I would say right now.
Well, they're at Carolina. They're going to Carolina.
Carolina played tonight in Nashville. So
so it's going to be in Carolina? Sorry about that.
It's in Carolina.
Yeah, Carolina for sure.
Carolina plays really well at home. I just have yet to see the Canadians get outplayed. So I like what you said, Pearlo, on the under. I mean, plus 215 is a pretty big number. I would take Canadians money line just to,
just because of the value, yeah.
Yeah, because it's such a big
who's going to be in net too? Is it going to be Ranta in net? Because
it's going to be Ranta against Caden Primo.
I thought Ranta was in the minors. I thought they sent him down to the Chicago Wolves.
No, they brought him back up.
It'll be Ranta against Caden
Primo because Ranta has been horrible. So
yeah. I believe Kochetkov played tonight. Okay.
So even more reason why I think Carolina is going to try to shut him down to help Ranta in that situation. You know what I mean? So yeah, I like the under more than anything.
Well, you know who else Carolina's got on their roster right now? Aaron Dell.
Yeah.
Del Pickle.
Are they going to use
Dill Pickle.
Oh.
Del Pickle. Yeah. I got that from you ever watch that 2BC guy that does all the NHL franchise modes and shit. He's a big time Leafs fan. He's an Ontario guy. He's hilarious.
I could be wrong here, but I think Dell is playing in the Spangler Cup though. I think he's their goaltender at the Spangler Cup. So I don't.
Well, maybe he's getting warmed up in Carolina.
Yeah.
Okay. Flyers at Canucks. Flyers are a plus 140 road dog. The over-under is 6. It's in Vancouver. Neither of those teams played today.
Yeah. Man.
Well, Philly goes to the Kraken Friday night, and then a couple nights later they go to Calgary. So they're starting a bit of a road trip coming out of the break here. Then they go to Edmonton.
I'm going to go Philly.
I like the Flyers at plus 140 here, not because the Canucks suck, but just because the Flyers have played fairly well. But boy, Canucks have been great too, man. So it's going to be a tough one.
The thing is, this game, Thursday, Flyers, the Vancouver Canucks coming out of the break don't play again until Tuesday. So they're at home all weekend with the weekend off. So they play Thursday at home against the Flyers and Tuesday at home against the Senators.
Yeah. That's a nice little break for them. Every team, I think, gets a week off within the season now, too. They do that. Like, every team gets, like, a week off with the scheduling and stuff. So, I don't know if you guys knew that, but that's...
Rico brought up a good point, though. It's a weird spot for them. Because you got to get up for this game when you know you're not going to have anything after. It's sort of like kind of hard to get up for that game.
Yeah, you're gonna have the weekend off. You're making plans already to do something. You're gonna go away for 4 days or maybe a couple days. The game is sort of like, and then the game is sort of a nuisance in your life, kind of.
Another reason to take the Flyers. You're saying another reason to take the Flyers.
I think I'd take the Flyers.
Yeah. Doug says Flyers and the Nucks under. Yep. Okay. LA plus 105 versus the Golden Knights over under 6. I like the Kings here all day. You're getting the Kings at plus money. They're the best road team in the NHL. And the fucking Vegas Golden Knights are getting the shit pushed in by the friggin' Anaheim Ducks tonight.
That's because they're saving themselves for that LA game.
Yeah, no.
Should have
LA
really
is
took it
winning this
home,
game.
man.
Plus money for the Kings, who are 13-1-1 on the road. Pearlo, come on. You're overthinking this, man.
No, I'm just saying that it's not going to be as easy as you think because Vegas is saving themselves for that game.
We'll
But they
see.
got to use that kid against LA. So I would definitely go with LA.
Yeah, Yuri
gotta use that
Patera
kid.
is going to be in net for the
Yeah.
Vegas Golden Knights.
Yeah, he looked really
Yeah.
good, though, in that game against Florida right before the break. He played fine.
Yeah.
In fact, Florida
Yeah.
straight dominated them for the first period. Like, they had like 30 shots on goal. It was ridiculous how crazy that game was. And Florida got lucky and come back in that game because actually Vegas had a lead. So, but Florida definitely was the better team in that game. But Patera is not a problem. He's fine. Yet another goalie Vegas has in their arsenal. They have done. You give Kelly McCrimmon all the credit in the world. By the way, Winnipeg Jets, I believe, did they just go up 2-1?
Good. Thank God.
I don't know.
Just need them in reg. For the love of God, just get them in reg.
Well, Sean Burke's got a goalie factory over there to work with.
It didn't, Pearlo. It hasn't started.
Well, they didn't score?
No, that was a highlight. I apologize. It's 1-1. The third period just getting ready to start, my friend. Sorry, but that was my bad.
Oh, okay. Come on, Winnipeg. I need that.
Kings are ready.
Anyways, Sean Burke is a
Okay.
freaking goalie except for
Yeah, he's
Thompson.
been awesome. He's been awesome. Yeah, Lowry in the box. So it's a power play, 149 for the Blackhawks to start the period here. Okay, final game of the day, Oilers at Sharks. Sharks are a home dog, plus 250. The over-under is 7.
Oilers are going to push their shit in.
I would love to see the Sharks win this game. I would take a flyer at plus 250 Sharks money line. The Sharks are playing good hockey. I mean, they're winning tonight against the Kings 1-0. And they're on a power play, by the way, to start the second period as well, but only 23 seconds. What are you asking me? Ultras, KQ, what ultras? What ultras?
Oh, these guys.
Oh, Mickey Ultras.
They're light, man. They're really light. The only problem is I drink more of them because they're so light, but they keep the belly down. It's like very little carbs in them.
Yeah. Keep the abs, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not much of a beer drinker, but I had a bunch of ultras when they first came out back in the interesting, yeah. Yeah, where are you guys at with that? You guys both like the Oilers, I'm assuming. I would be I wouldn't be surprised if it was the under though.
Yeah, I like the under too, yeah.
That's a high number, especially Edmonton's coming off a break and
yeah, true.
Yeah.
Maybe Edmonton first period. I don't know. San Jose's playing tonight, but Edmonton's coming off a break, so maybe a little bit of a slow moving game for a bit.
I'll just say this too, guys. Like living on the West Coast, I watch a lot of San Jose. They're usually one of the last games on. Sometimes they're a 10:30 Eastern start time. So I get to see a lot of their games in entirety, and they just have not played shitty. And they're going to get Couture back sometime this year. You throw that guy in there; he's a consummate professional. I think we'd be hearing his name in trade rumors if he didn't have 4 years left on his deal at like whatever he makes 8 or whatever. So if it's Demko and Hart, it's the underdog. Are you still talking about the first game that we talked about that game a while ago, man? I got you. You're talking about the Canucks Flyers that we talked about that a while ago. I'm assuming it will be Demko and Hart. Yeah. So especially because Vancouver is going to play for a long time. So
yeah, it'll be Demko for sure.
Hart didn't look that great the other night against what was the one where they went down 5-0 and then it was like 6-1 to Detroit, and it was hard the whole time, but they came back and won. They came back and tied it. They lost in overtime. By the way, if you'd have picked the Flyers, when they were down 5-0. You could have got them at plus 1,600.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, you forgot the last game of the night. The New York Jets at the Cleveland Browns. Joe Flacco revenge game.
What? Oh, did Joe Flacco play for the Jets?
Yeah.
I mean, he won a Super Bowl with the Baltimore Ravens.
Yeah. Then he made a shit ton of money.
He made a lot of money with.
Dude,
Is that tomorrow? Is there a Thursday night game tomorrow?
Yeah, then there's a Saturday game too.
Yeah, there's Saturday games, yeah. Oh, I'm in the finals of my fantasy football. Woo-woo.
Dude, I was leading my yearly going into last week, and all the late games just fucking went sideways on me. And now I think I'm behind a couple points, but I need a bounce back week to take the title. Like there's like 35 people in this thing. I was leading it by 6 last week.
Yeah. Well, we got some comments from Twitter tonight, so I was really excited to see that. If you guys know people that follow us or watch, because we get a lot of hits on Twitter, so I don't know. Let me see if I can. There we go. Let's see if I
saw Hot Take was streaming the World Juniors, watching the Canada games.
Yeah,
Oh,
I think
was he?
Yeah.
There you go, the sports spirit. Hey, fellas. So if you guys don't know, on Twitter, you go in and I'll show you here on my phone. You'll see these banners up top, and you will see NHL Nightly for the 27th of December. You can click that, and you're in the stream, and you can chat with us. So you don't have to jump on YouTube anymore. I appreciate it. I say Twitter, but it is X. Rick is right. Thank you, Rick. I appreciate you guys retweeting. Anyway, you can chat with us on there.
I don't see that though. I wonder why. I wonder if it has to do with your blue check mark, or could other people do it?
No. You should be able to see it. So if you are on X, if you go to the For You tab, you'll see up above these banners. Now, you shouldn't, if you don't see these banners, I don't know what to tell you. They should be there. Under the For You tab, at the home on the top, they're usually up there.
When me and Pearlo go on to just chat and have a Twitter space, I see that bar on top, and you could click on it, and it brings you into that space.
Kings just scored, by the way.
Oh, yeah. Make it 1-1.
Yeah.
So on X, you can chat. I love it. I did update my Twitter page because all I've done this winter, besides these podcasts with you guys and watching hockey, is move snow around. But on that note, let's call it an evening. It's been a long podcast already.
Good idea. I actually just got called to do a trailer right now, so I got to cruise. Cool.
Okay. All right, Pearlo. Thank you so much for being with us. We'll see you later. Take it easy.
See you later, guys.
See you
later, everybody. Thanks for coming on, everybody. You guys are awesome. Take care, my friends.
Thanks for being on.
See you tomorrow night. Tomorrow night. Come tomorrow night. It's gonna be great.
We'll be back live tomorrow. Thanks, Pearlo. All right. So for me, Rico, and Pearlo, thank you for being with us. Did LA just score again? I think they just scored again, 2-1 to make it 2-1. Yep, LA just went up 2-1. LA went up 2-1. Colorado's up 4-1. Final score check-in. Colorado's up 4-2, excuse me. Colorado's up 4-2. Jets, that's going to be the game I'm putting on the big screen. 1-1. Chicago Jets, there's 1-1. Kraken, Flames, 1-1. Golden Knights down 4-0. Now they're on the power play, though. And now the Kings have scored 2 quick ones. Kevin Fiala and Trevor Lewis to put the Kings up 2-1 against the Sharks. Not surprising at all. Thank you, everybody, for coming out. Appreciate you. We will see you tomorrow.